Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Next stop, Gotham City, 14 miles. Let's go.
What up, comic book fam?
Good evening. Good
We
evening.
got
James
Lang
Lang.
in the house.
My friend, how are you, sir? Man, good day. It's a good day.
What up, my dude? Hopefully everybody found their Humberto Ramos copy of Spider-Man 7 without any troubles.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy and hunky-dory right now. Right? Big first appearance, guys. I'm sure it's going to be worth $100 in 6 months. So look forward to that.
Oh, I tell you what, though. I ain't paying no $30 for it, which is what it's going for now on eBay. Some people, it's averaging $30 for that Ramos cover. It's a nice cover, but no.
We got Janet in the house. We got Philtastic comics and art in the house. We got Bronze Age Nerd in there. What's up, my dude? Good to see you, man. But I think that people who are worried about getting this first appearance of Spider-Boy need to look no further than the first appearance of Chasm or the first appearance of the Red Goblin lady. Like, there's been multiple first appearances where we've seen this sort of hype and mania. And if you look at those books 6 months later, they're not worth what they're going for right now. So don't let the FOMO consume you. This is part of the game that comic book publishing plays, where they try and make you feel like you need something, so you'll buy multiple copies and fill their coffers. And 6 months later, that's going to be a $6 book, guys. So let's just calm down. It's Spider-Boy. Come on, let's calm down.
Well, I was very proud of myself. Like a year ago, I may have spent $25 on that damn book from mycomicshop.com. But no. I was telling Marcus I was able to call the shop and they pulled a couple of the A covers for me. So just in case, I got a couple of those for cover price. But I ain't paying no, multiple of covers. No, man, that's just crazy. Come on. That's how many Spider-Verse characters out there. I have a few, but I'll pay all of my only cover price for them. But just don't get carried away. That's
I am interested to see the lifetime over the next 6 months of that Ramos cover that everybody really wants with Spider-Boy on the cover. You said it's going for 25. So the question
average
be, can it get to 50? If it can, then there might be some real juice behind that thing. But if it never touches 50, then it's going to be $10-15 in 6 months, guys.
That's what I was thinking.
There's a pattern here. There's a pattern here. JP's Budget Collection will teach you this, and we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, there is a pattern. I was thinking, what is this with the next Miles? It's Spider-Boy. He hasn't been. It's a good chance that it's not going to be the next Miles because it's expected. The artist even announced it like a couple of weeks ago. Like, hey, something's happening in this number 7. You better be on. I was talking about it last week. I say, oh, hey, something's happening. You better be on the guard for it. And here it comes. And it's not scarce. It's not like like the Miles thing was probably pretty scarce. That Fallout.
People saw this one coming.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty easy to find. Oh, here's a thank you from Philtastic. Issue number 3, huh? Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
we got Damien in the hizzy.
Is he? Is he in the hizzy?
Reader in the house.
What's up, Damien? Yeah, I love when people check out something and they like it, because it's like just try something different. Just try this thing that I think you might like, and man, that's like action is my reward. I just swing away. My job is done here. That's all I do.
Definitely check out Bronze Age Nerd for his top 5 not to buy. For your little splash of no FOMO. Definitely check him out, because we all need. I talked about it last night in my FOC and chill. There's just an inherent element of comic book collecting that is exploitive, and there's a part. It's like a used car salesman aspect of comic books, right? And you got to be smarter.
Yeah. Speaking of exploitive, the CEO or COO, the head guy, the head marketing guy at Bad Idea Comics, Dinesh, I'm sorry, was on. I saw him making a video with 2 Chainz on for Vice Network, and he was. It's basically it was a video for, I think, for people who are not comic fans who may be somewhat interested in comics and also like 2 Chainz. You know,
Bring it on.
And so, and then Dinesh was showing off his personal collection, and among them he had like a printer's copy of TMNT #1, which is like worth $300,000. It's just like it's not even graded, it's just like, you know, in a folder, and it's just this delicate thing. And he had a bunch of graded, you know, slab books that are like that were worth a lot of money, and like basically over $1 million worth of stuff on this table. And he was just kind of like, you know, showing it off. He was explaining it to people, you know, like 2 Chainz, who really was not a comic book fan, but he's a fan of expensive things, you know, because he's 2 Chainz, you know. So it's that was a kind of interesting video. If y'all want to look that up, it's just, you know.
It was. There's a lot. What do you say? Is like millions of dollars on the table.
Millions of dollars,
which is insane.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess Dinesh is kind of a baller himself. I didn't realize he was had that nice of a collection. So good for him.
Before he started Bad Idea, he was with, was it Vault? He was
Valiant.
He was with
Valiant. He was with Valiant. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. He said he made a lot of money there, and he got fired or something like that, and you see, they landed on his feet though, so he's doing all right.
Well, I think he's you know, Bad Idea is a great example of that used car salesman.
That's why I brought it up. Like, speaking of that kind of a thing, you know, so you know, God bless him for having that great collection and everything, but you know, we're not falling for the okie doke. At least most people.
The okie doke.
Yes, don't fall for it, folks. You don't want to get had.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
As Brother Malcolm would say, yeah. So you don't want to fall for that.
You know, I'm not judging these people running out and buying multiple copies of this book, though. You know, because I won't run out and buy multiple copies because of some silly Spider-Man first appearance. I've kind of learned to believe that they don't really matter, but there's lots of things that I would go run and buy 5 copies of because of some spec. I mean, you tell me there's some huge spec and the next something is killing the children and I need 10 copies, you know. I'm not above it is my point.
Yeah. Well, the print run for SIKTC is way lower than any Spider-Man book, I'm sure, right? Because, you know,
I am curious what it's at. It's got to be pretty high, though. Right?
It's high for an indie, but I was talking to the guys at the shop, and they don't have a lot of people that are pulling it. You know, it's just the people who are the indie people are pulling it. You know, they almost
100,000, right? 200,000. Man, I should look that up.
Yeah,
I'm thinking 200, 250, right?
That sounds about right.
Not the first issues, but I think ever since issue like 15, it seems the print count has gone way up. What up, Snake? Good to see you, homie.
Snake, what's up, my friend?
Oh, I didn't know he owned Valiant. I thought he worked at Valiant.
Did he own Valiant? Wow. Well, it's good to be king. You know, that's all right.
Well, we got C Bizzle in the hizzy.
C Bizzle. I gotta say, I love that name. Wish I had thought of it. That's just such a great name.
We got
Couching and
got
Slouching.
Fabric also coming through.
And
everybody's
Fabric.
on the Spider Boy hype. Oh,
Spider Board face orange razor. Huh? That rock raised eyebrow sort of a thing. Yes. All right, so I did get some books. I know you missed yours. You weren't able to pick them up today, but it was kind of a slow week, I think. I didn't get a lot of them.
I'll get them Friday. I got to pull this now so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so, you know, I think my guys may have missed me, missed a couple of books, too. I think Hell to Pay #4 and Mosley #3 was out today, but they weren't in my file, so I think maybe they got shorted or something. But anyway, did get this ASM, I want to say, what the hell is it? 24, 23, whatever. You can't really tell because there's nothing that would even tell you it's an ASM book. But I love this Infinity Gauntlet homage cover. Could not resist those. You know I love them. Cover. Oh, I love it so very much. Fun. Oh, there's our guy. Our guy. Another one of our guys, I should say. We got so many guys here. What's up, Rude? Man, I tell you.
Smoke weed every day.
I did mention last week that David F. Walker, who another tie-in to grading comics, with David F. Walker, who wrote, was one of the writers for Bitter Root, is also writing this book, Planet of the Apes, the Marvel, version. This has been hyped to death, but it's the only reason I picked it up because he's writing. I'm going to give it a shot and see what's going on with it.
Never seen a single movie. Don't know anything.
Speaking of David, my books, he signed my Bitter Root Prince homage cover, the Purple Rain cover. I just got an email today from CBCS saying my books are in the grading room. So, they're in the grading room, y'all. Only been, 9 months. I could have had a baby by now, but, what the hell. It's in the grading room.
I thought their turnarounds were way faster than that.
It is now. I think the thing is, I got so screwed. I mean, it's not really screwed, but I put them in. I submitted them at a terrible time because right now, their turnaround time is like 20 days. For modern books. Yeah. But I put them in last August, and they're not going to say like, oh, don't submit them now. Don't give us this money now. They're going to say, yeah, sure, we'll take them. But if I just waited a while, and not done that. But those creators were there at the show and yada yada. So next time I'm not going to do that. But it's been kind of an experience that kind of deflated my enthusiasm for getting stuff graded as it was.
It is the way the way you did it is the way to do it, though.
It is, but I just I just hate waiting. Batman 134, A cover. I think I got that 1 in 25 coming too from my comic shop, which is kind of cool. The one with the Chill cover that doesn't look like Chill, which is I just love that for some reason.
Why would you watch Royals baseball? Did we lose again today? Did we finally get a win? I wonder.
I think they won at least. I've been watching the replays of the Royals. They've been looking not so horrible. I think.
Yeah, we are winless.
Still winless.
We are losing. Yeah.
Oh
no, we got a win. No, we did.
Yeah,
We're 1-4.
I thought they had one win. Yeah, so yay for that.
Yeah, we beat the Blue Jays a couple of days ago. I missed that one. Nice, we did get a win.
The BJ's are a good team.
Blue Jays are beating us 1-0 right now, though.
Oh well, now it's time for our favorite show, Love Everlasting, number 6.
There it is.
Here it is, number 6. I love this book. I kind of like it. I don't love it that much, but I kind of like it.
I was on a stream with Chaos and Comics last night, and he was saying how he liked Tom King, but he didn't really like Love Everlasting. And I was like, oh, my comic book dad doesn't really like Tom King, but he likes Love Everlasting. It's funny how that works, right?
Isn't it crazy? I've forgotten about Monarch. This is number 2. I guess I didn't sub to it. So I found number 2 on the shelf. Or maybe they forgot to give it to me. They forgot to give me the other stuff today. But hey, anyway, I picked it up. This is the Rodney Barnes, Philadelphia guy, doing this. And my Facebook
16
friend.
months. Oh, yeah, CBS has much longer wait times, Bronze Age. They're still figuring it out.
And yes, I am in the PNW. I am in Olympia, Washington.
Yeah, he gets to hang out with Staple. He
Yeah.
gets to hang out with Damien, Sleepy Reader. I'm jealous. I'm gonna come haggle you guys one of these days.
Yeah, we're
We
right
got
between
Vince White.
Vince White. Oh, Vince White. Is Vince White here? There he is. What's up? I was one call in. Oh man, I wish I had a phone line, but I don't. You imagine people just call in. I could talk to anybody randomly. That'd be awesome. So my Facebook friend Jimmy Robinson, don't know him IRL, but I picked up a copy of this because I pre-ordered it, But I just want to support Jimmy. Jimmy's a good guy. I mean, this is such a detailed book. I was flipping through it. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. But, man, I would hate to have to draw all this stuff over and over, repeated panels. Man, so I just have to give the brother some support. He's a hard-working cartoonist who does everything. You know, I love the folks that do everything. So, yeah.
Monarch gets the approval from Fabric. That's one I missed out on, but I really like the art on that cover. I might try and go find that one.
You should. You should. It's a good story. Last Stillwater, number 18. I was reading this up until like maybe number 13. I just didn't like the way it was going at the time, but I'll probably get issues now just to fill in the story, just to have closure. So those last issues are always hard to find too, so I picked it up today, just in case.
Looks like Bronze Age Nerd is just a little south of you and wants to know if you're going to Washington SummerCon.
Oh, really? Yes, I would love to meet up some folks down there because I didn't know anybody. Plus, I went on a Friday too. I always go on the slow day just to to be weird. But yeah, I'll probably go Saturday this time. That way I'll probably get to meet more people. I'm making more about the meeting of people than it is about the books because they didn't have a lot of indies. That's my only beef about that show. I mean, they had like DC, Marvel, you can find it up the yin yang everywhere. But they not even Image. It was like, oh, we thought about bringing some Image, but why didn't you, man? You know, we want some.
Come on, man.
I know, right? One of my favorite things.
Say good night to the bad guy.
Yeah, bring those indies, man. We wanna see those indies. So yeah, let's talk about that. And yeah, that's cool. I'm someone else. I think John Stout is thinking about going, and he's in Portland. And some other people from around here might think about going. Yeah, so definitely gonna hook that up by the time that comes.
Just make sure you give me some content out of it.
You bet. Oh, Sleepy's. Man, it's gonna be on.
It's about to.
Like freaking Donkey Kong, man. Maybe it's gonna be a whole thing. You're gonna have a posse there. That'd be great. Absolutely.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Absolutely. Can't wait. All right. Where monsters lie. Our guy, the freaking clown with the blowtorch, having a ball. So yeah, Where Monsters Lie, number 3. That's been good so far.
I'm gonna read 2 and 3 on Friday when I get that for sure.
And the last book is The Nasty number 1. This is the one about the video takes place in the time where videotape was king, and there's this horrendous videotape that's so nasty and so vile that it's probably haunted or something. So can't wait to read this. And also, I'm looking for this 1 in 75, which is in the thumbnail here, like right dead center by Jason Sean Alexander. They don't have it at my comic shop yet, but I'm looking to see what it goes for. Like the 1 in 25 is maybe around $12, so the 1 in 75 may not be more than 20, hopefully 25. If it's around that, I might get it. So we'll see about that.
I like that Mysterio. I might need to go find that one.
Yeah, that's the ASM, I think. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm buying the ASM, man, is because of all these great covers and these homage and so forth. All right, forgot to mention, we are sponsored by the Alternative City Shop, and this is the Alternative City
I not
Shop.
only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Yes, sir. Rebob. Yes, and yes, that's what I'm talking about. Bronze Age Nerd. We're gonna take that baby over. Take it over. And it looks like Sleepy. Oh my God. But you guys, I was wondering about that. So you'd be able to go like all the days. this is getting excited. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen.
Definitely. Little Monsters is my jam. I'm loving that stuff. 80s guy popping in. What up, my dude? And real rude. Lorenzo he had it in his hand, but he passed it up, so he had to go and have his shop hold it.
Yes, yeah, they're gonna hold a copy of the A cover, which is the A cover is going for like $9 plus shipping online now easily. So it's already doubled in price. So they're gonna hold a couple of copies of that for me. But there was none of those with him on the cover, the Ramos cover, to be found. And I was not trying to set out $25 for it, to get it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, Rude. I don't know. I mean,
$10 to $15 book in 6 months, guys. Just really.
And I would go 10 for that. If I found it, in 6 months or for 10, I would probably go for just for having that, because it's a pretty cool cover. But I cannot pay 30. Some people pay like $40 for that, with shipping. That's just crazy. That's crazy town.
Fabric getting spicy. We got Sleepy Reader with a question.
We don't have to support random characters. Rando characters. Who the hell is a Spider Boy anyway? I hear you. I mean, give him some time. That's right. Cool. And he's a boy too. Yeah. And yes, I am working on that strip coming out. I mean, I'm in the middle of drawing it right now. I've almost finished inking it, so all I have to do is color it. So it'll be up by the weekend. I can say for sure that it'll be finished by then. And anybody waiting for shipments from the shop now, I'm a little behind on that too. So please don't get mad at me. I'll be shipping stuff out pretty soon too. So I like to keep my shipments current, because one thing I like to always do is just not make people wait, like forever and ever and ever for their stuff. So I like to get that out as quick as possible. But yes, I will get that new strip out very soon. I'm kind of a slow worker, so hey, but you gotta do it the best you can, So
it's a good
next
thing you're your own boss, right?
Oh my God, yes, I've been fired, man. I mean, Jim Steranko. I think Jim Steranko was notoriously slow too, but his shit was was worth waiting for. But I think he didn't want to keep up with the breakneck pace of the Marvel bullpen. And he just enough of that noise and took off. But I'm not saying I'm Jim Steranko or anything, but just just saying. So next week's comics, Miles number 5, is it already? Damn, I gotta catch up. I haven't read number 3 yet, so I gotta catch up on Miles. This is the what's this kid's name? I don't know. I was gonna say Swarm, but it's like some weird name that means something plural. That the first appearance of this menace in this in the number 2 of this issue, I think, of this series. But nothing, huh?
Yeah, I gotta get in on this one. I bought this one. I have not jumped in on it yet. I need to
it's all right. I mean, it's I don't want to fall behind on it like I did the last Miles series, but Miles' books are pretty good. And then they're
working on my Kickstarter. I got Dismay Avenue from Dismay Comics. It's a horror book.
Yeah, I followed that.
Just getting ready to start it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it.
Yeah, I think I might. Yes, yeah. 80s guy for sure. Easily averaging $30.
Don't do it, guys.
Don't do it,
guys.
Don't do it. And there is an electro version. Oh my!
We have an other feel.
Hey,
how do we have an other feel?
We
got Phil-tastic, we've got Phil's Treehouse, and now we have other Phil.
Never enough Phils, never enough Alex Ross covers either, as far as I'm concerned, because I spend all of my money on Alex Ross covers, and I probably already ordered this one. And Noctera, guess what? It's coming back. I'm kind of behind on that too.
I've finally caught up on this one. I am up to 12, and it's nuts where we're at. And I'm probably going to start reading this one as it comes out now. Actually, I'm really into this one. There's
hey,
Trev. What up, Trev? Hala Chiefs y nada más.
Exactly. And guess what else wraps up? 8 Billion Genies, number 8, comes out next week. Man, this has been a really good book. I don't know if you caught up with it or not, but if you read it all in one sitting, which
I'm
you
gonna
probably
read it
could
all.
do.
Yeah, I have all issues. I just haven't read a single one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it all together when this
Yeah,
comes out.
that'll probably work better because they'll all be fresh in your mind, and I'll
That's
probably
why I don't
reread
like
the
to
whole
read them.
series.
That's because honestly, when I read them week to week, what ends up happening is I have to go back and reread everything because I can't remember. Like my memory is just not good enough to do it that way.
Oh man, wait till you get as old as me. Like I forget stuff. Like, did I read that book or not? Oh, like I actually read like Grimm out of sequence. I read like number 9 before I read number 8, and I'm like, oh, okay, I thought I read that already, but didn't make a difference. So I just reread both of them.
If I read 4 or 5 issues in a row, I'm much more likely to retain the knowledge than I am if I just hit one little issue.
I read like 5 books last night before I went to bed, which probably not the best idea. But you know what was good last week? From
I always do at least 5. I never read just
at
one.
least,
I read
woo.
5.
I see. That's what Sleep is completely opposite of that. He doesn't like to read too many in a day. I think that ruins the experience for him. You know, I kind of understand that, but you got as many books as we do. You just gotta binge. I read 10 in a day easily. I read 10. You know,
Well,
yeah,
I got to
Honestly,
read 5
easily.
at a time because that's just like because I prefer to binge them. That's how I prefer to
Yeah.
read. So when I read
read that whole
I'm never
series.
gonna get through the books if I don't binge. Yeah, I gotta binge it.
Yeah, but last week did you pick up that the Unstoppable Doom Patrol?
No, I've been curious about that show. I know Brendan Fraser's on that show, and I was thinking about giving it a try.
You know, I haven't been able to get that show because I don't have the right HBO for some reason. You know, I thought I had HBO Max, but I guess there's more than one Max. But I have not seen the show, have not read the comic probably ever, and I just picked it up and it was great. I mean, it was kind of in the same mold as Suicide Squad, but
Yeah,
I thought it was a
that's
good
my
read. Yeah, I thought it was a very wow. This is cool. I mean, you know, I didn't have to know anything about the characters, and it didn't like give you too much background for people who already know about it and bore them to death. So it was just that perfect balance of, you know, enough information without too much information and a good story. So, yeah, Scotty, what's up, son?
Yes, there he is.
Yeah, Snake. Snake has read it too. He's read.
Don't you and Scotty Vaughn have something coming up? An interview coming up or something?
We do. It's a ways down the road, but we do have a thing coming up with Tom Vrayfogel, and I just ordered the number 3 of his book, How I Became a Shoplifter. So I'll know everything. Yeah, I've already read 1, so I'll be reading number 3 by the time we interview him, and it'll be a fun time. So we'll definitely keep y'all posted on that.
Looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Definitely check out my comic book brother Scotty Vaughn over at SVaughn82. Man, he is doing things. His channel blew past mine, and for good reason, man. So definitely check out what he's doing over there.
Yeah, a nerd. You talking about? I guess the Doom Patrol. Is that mix of Extraordinary Gentlemen and X-Men? I could kind of see that.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and it's like the the chief. The chief is like, where's this mask? And like, you do this, you do that. You know, like the chief is just like directing shit. He's like the on-field manager or something. It's pretty cool. All right, so that's that with 8 billion genies. I just want to throw some love to Radiant Black, man. Radiant Black getting to number 23. And that's just how many Marvel books get to number 23? Let's give a hand to Radiant Black. Number 23. You know, it stuck around at 23. Hey. The Radiant verse is growing. You know, it's commendable.
Shout out to Time Before Time, another Image book which just hit 22. So I'm enjoying that one.
Yeah. So and this Radiant verse is expanding too, because no one is in the Radiant verse, even though it's Radiant adjacent, but it's not like the same characters here. It's not as Power Rangers as the Radiant verse. Yeah.
They have multiple colors, right? Radiant pink, I think I saw.
Oh, there's like maybe about 4 or 5, I think. Yeah, pink, yellow, black, red. Yeah. But it's a good book. It's a good universe. You know, I've read a couple of them. So, and also Superman Lost, number 2. Did you buy this one, or did you pick it up, or did you read it?
I got the first one. Yeah, isn't it Priest writing this one? So I bought it for him.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
It's Priest, right?
Yeah, there's a Priest thing. Thanks for stopping by, nerd. Good to see you. Pleasure. I'll see you at the show for shizzle. Let's get together before that happens, man. Man, it's going to be a contingent this time, buddy. Look out, Puyallup, Washington. The boys are coming to town in Puyallup. Yeah, this got some pretty good reviews too. It seems like a pretty smart book. I mean, Superman returns from this mission, what seems like minutes, and it turns out it's been years. And he doesn't, he's like lost his memory of Lois, and she's kind of like a stranger. So, a lot of possibilities here. I'm going to give this one another issue.
Some adultery. I didn't know all those universes were the same universe.
Oh, one. Radiant Black. The Dead Lucky. I forgot about that. Wow. Supermassive. Yeah, Supermassive. I got the Supermassive book. Woo! Some adultery in space. They wouldn't have it. It's like the movie that everybody hated, where Superman was a baby daddy. Remember that one? Where he's like, "This is yours." Lois like, "This is little Superman. This is your son." Everybody like, "No! Superman would never do that. He'd be chased." He would never have a.
There was that cover where they had that cover where he was drinking a beer on the cover, and that was apparently a big deal.
Superman
was drinking a beer on the cover. Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that one. Wow. No, Superman would not drink a beer. His super liver would never tolerate such a thing. Yeah. That's a great cover. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people talk about that cover too.
Action Comics 869.
Was it Action Comics 869? So this in the recent history. Okay, it had to be. Yeah. This is kind of like Superman, even Spider-Man. Like the sins of past. Remember that storyline where at first they thought that he had fathered these children with Gwen Stacy, and they showed up and like, oh, we're the sons of the children of you and Gwen, and we had this weird thing where we grew up really fast, and now we're young adults. But that turned out to not be true too, and it was like they were actually fathered by Norman Osborn, and they end up like, oh, I hated that storyline. It's like, oh God, it was terrible. But I kind of liked it, the fact that so Spider-Man hit it. Him and Gwen got busy. And they got I thought, nope. We're not going to have that happen. No, sirree, Bob. Our Peter Parker's a virgin until marriage. That did not happen. This is all a grand plot by the evil Green Goblin. All right, whatever. I guess when you got like your character is licensed and he's on like underoos and 5-year-olds are wearing them. You just can't have him be like a.
Well, that's why they didn't want Superman drinking a beer. Yeah, same thing.
And that's why I love indie comics. Is that right, my friend Willie? Good to see you, man. What's up, man?
Hey, what up, Willie?
I hope you were singing the whole time. Yeah, man. Indie comics are where it's at. But there's some good stuff from the big two occasionally. And Little Monsters number 12. Just finished reading number 11 last night. This is such a good book. Man, it's such a good book.
Is this the last one, or is there more?
13 is the last one. Shit hits the fan in this one a lot, but 13 is going to be the last of the series. Folks, if you're not reading this, you like a good indie, pick this up. Yes.
I like it.
Yes, sub to Marcus's channel and sub to Scotty's channel too. Both of my sons are killing it out there. Oh, my God. It's great entertainment, great content. You can't beat it. And Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 again, for some reason.
Yeah, I was debating it. Do I want to jump in? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I guess this whole Groot fall thing is happening or whatever, but I'm still not going to be part of the Groot fall. The last thing I want to be part of is that, So I may have pre-ordered this just because it was number 1, but if I didn't, I'm not gonna. So, but This is one I probably ordered right here, I tell you. Because of this guy.
That's nice.
Behold the face of Doom! I love fucking Doom, man. Doom, there's something about, the iron mask and the tunic. Maybe it's because I remember that FF number 40 is my first Marvel comic book, and this is fucking great. This is great. I mean, I love anything with Doom on it. He's just such a perfect villain. So I probably already ordered this. If not, I'm getting this.
It is a nice cover, man.
Indeed.
That's a really nice one. I like the Derek Chew cover for that, too. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. And Danger Street. This has some good covers, too. Of course, not counting... Did y'all see those Tom King covers today? Did anybody buy those?
Yeah.
You saw those, right?
April Fool's cover.
April Fool. Yeah, the Tom King. I mean, I'm very.
The only one I've seen is for this book, though. I haven't seen any more than the one for this.
Yeah,
book.
he did some for several books. I think the Joker, Batman, even for Batman. And he did with apologies to Bob Kane or whoever. It's just like, and I'm one for like being very lenient with the artwork. I could read a book written by drawn with Stickman, but those covers only a mother could love, man. Those are some ugly covers. Those are ugly. It's a good thing Tom King can write. Man, those covers are.
I prefer to give a talented artist the work, if you don't mind.
Yes. Of course. And there's Truth and Faith. Yes, I did. I pre-ordered that from my comic shop. That'll be coming next week for me. So a lot of stuff I didn't get. That's coming next week for me. And that Bane reprint, the Avengers of Bane reprint, which I saw in the shop, looks great. It's a complete reproduction without even the price on the front. It's a beautiful reproduction. I got a couple of those coming next week too. Pre-order Hairball, yeah. Matt Kent is the shiznizzle. Oh, there it is. April Fools. This is a one for Danger Street. Yeah, so there it is. Ask and you shall receive stick figures. Regenesis number 2 apparently has a first appearance of the Haymaker. Anybody? Haymaker?
Where's the hype? I don't know.
Don't believe the hype.
X books don't get that love, man. They don't really get buzz at all, it seems.
Even I think they're just trying to relaunch her and get her, back into the. I mean, she's been in the X-Men and such. And her first appearance, God, I had her first appearance once, and I should have fucking hung on to it. It was in a limited series. I forget the name of X something. X-23's first appearance, but man, I don't know. There it is. If you want it, you want to check it out. There it is. First appearance. Be there, aloha. There's a very nice Nathan Sergi. He's got this. Probably exclusive, and since it's a virgin cover as well, it's probably a set. I'll bet you. I'm not sure who the story is that he's doing this for, but looks nice. And now here's something we're looking for here. At least I know you and I. World Tree, number 1.
Yeah.
just
looking forward to it.
Yes. Thank you, Trev. Yes, NYX, that short series that I had and now regretfully have gotten rid of, and I refuse to buy it again for an inflated price. Yeah, this World Tree number 1. So this is like, can you explain the premise of this? I knew it, but I forgot it. I knew it was something to do with an underground, either darker web or a different internet. An undernet?
Yes, the undernet. In 1999, Gabriel and his friends discovered the undernet, a secret architecture to the internet. They charted their exploration on a MS board called the World Tree. Then they lost control. Someone broke into World Tree, someone who welcomed the violent hold the undernet had on them. At great personal cost, Gabriel and the others thought they sealed the undernet away for good, but they were wrong. the next major horror outing. Great King James Tynan IV.
Wrong.
So I'm the sucker for this stuff. If James Tynan says, "Hey, I've got a new horror book. I got a new Monsters in the Shadows book," I'm like, "Yes, say less. Sign me up."
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever he's got coming out, sign me up. You know, blue book, this. You could put out a coloring book. I still buy it. Whatever he's writing out, I'm gonna pick it up. Ah, okay.
There's a 1 in 10 incentive that I want desperately for this book.
You might be able to get it. So if Haymaker already debuted in the number 1, then that means this may be the first full appearance, maybe the first cover appearance, or maybe I just got it all twisted. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that world. There's a lot of hype on the World Tree, and it's not going to be something you want to spec on, but it's something you might really enjoy reading. As most all of his books, you know, as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't written a bad book, as far as I'm concerned. Some are better than others. Closet, but they're all been good books. You know?
It's hard to. I liked Closet. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but I liked Closet. But yeah, it's hard to spec on him now because his print counts. You know, everybody's got him locked in. You know.
Oh yeah, and yes, baby. Speaking of all those damn covers, I got a few of my favorite here because there's 8 million of them. This one is by Aaron Bartling, and this is for Black Saber, I guess, comics or Black Saber, whatever that site is. It's a very, very cool exclusive. It's $12.33, and it's not looking good for that person there. And there's an Alan Qua variant. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
And a Marcano. These are probably, I bet these are exclusives for, you know, different sites and stuff like that.
Most of them are going to be exclusives.
Yeah. It's a ton of them. And there's a Barons, Bjorn Barons has done the cover, which is very interesting. You know, his covers are usually a certain way, but this is, you can still see his style in there, but it's, he did a little something different on this one. Still very, very cool. Carla Cohen. I like this Carla Cohen one a lot. It looks kind of like, almost like Michelle Pfeiffer a bit, doesn't it? Just a wee bit.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, Pop-Up Horror Book just came out. Oh, man. I'm going to say that one. Yeah, that's, if I can find that one for a decent price, I would definitely get it. This is just your basic B. This is by David Asia. And then there's a Chuma Hill variant also here. And, of course, you see it in the chat already, the Frisson 1 in 10. Yeah, baby, that Frisson 1 in 10 is there.
That's the one I want, baby.
This is the one you're talking about? This may be had here. Yeah. This may be.
There's also a foreign, it's a UK exclusive version of this cover. It's a virgin cover of this, but it's foil. Ooh-wee. 19 pounds. It's probably
elbows.
Like $100. It's probably $100 in dollar bills. The way the exchange rate.
At least about 40 or 50, I would say. Yeah, that's worth at least two. Yeah, we're gonna start over. You didn't go away though. Usually you go away too.
It looks like we're back. We're back. It looks like.
Are we back already?
Maybe.
Yeah. Let's give it a second.
Yeah, we're back.
Let's give it a second. Oh, I'm getting turbulence, Captain. I can't get any more power. All right, almost.
We made it.
No crashy.
That's the first time that happened. That's the first time that happened and we didn't crash.
Yeah, we kind of did, but we rebounded quickly. So yeah, we were lucky that time.
I didn't get kicked. I usually get kicked out.
You usually do, yeah. Sometime, I mean, this time you stuck around.
Look at that backside, girl. Look at that booty.
I think it was the John Jang's character's backside that knocked us out. What a time to get back. I know, Root. Just in time. Just in time for some Butte. All right, so, and then, is this one too? Yes, this is the 1 in 25 Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I know he has a very unique style, and this is way out.
Yeah. That's weird.
I'll say. And of course, there's a Momoko 1 in 75, 1 for 75, which is kind of good. But I tell you, I think not 75 good, depending on how they price them. You know, if it's even still, you know, this is one of her better covers. So I do like this one. But the one I like the most, I think,
I just want 75. Like you could get that one for 75, or you could get that Virgin Jenny Frizen for what, 40 or 50. What do you think I'm picking?
Yeah, but I bet that this one probably won't be close to 75. It may be less than 40. I bet it'll be like more like 20 or 30 if you can find it. And I bet you can. But this is my favorite. The Alvaro Martinez Bueno, 1 in 100.
I'm probably going to need that one.
You know what this is an homage to. You know we got to have this, right? Huh?
I have the Howard Slaughter cover.
There you go.
So I'm going to need this. Oh, it's a 1 in 100? Never mind.
1 in 100, baby. 1 in
Never
100.
mind.
I tell you, check around. Check my comic shop. They might have them for less than ratio. And speaking of good books that I just read recently, man, oh man, I just read number 3 of this. I think number 4 of Briar is the final issue. It was pretty brutal. It was brutal, and man, it was very well done. This is the Snow White wakes up and all the things has gone to hell. It's been on like a hiatus for like maybe 3-4 months. That sounds about right?
Is it Snow White and Sleeping Beauty? I think actually.
Sleeping? Okay.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, I know. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. You know, they're all the same. Sleeping Beauty, she wakes up and then things have gone to hell. And this last issue was like she hit the fan in a good way. So if it wraps up in number 4, it looks like it might be pretty good. So find this book if you like that kind of stuff. If you liked the Alice in Wonderland, Alice Ever After book, you'll like this one too. You know, I have not finished any of the Bloodline Daughter of Blade books yet. I'm so ashamed to say I have not read the first one yet, even though I did buy the first one. Have you read the first one or bought it?
Yeah, no. I'll probably read it after this one though. Get a feel for it. See if I want to keep running it.
Oh, you have been pulling it though.
Yeah, I am pulling it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I. Not that the Marvel books are always the last on my list to read. It's because I gotta give the indies the first, most of my attention, because, indies first. So, to that end, Nemesis number 4, which is just basically nihilistic violence in the form of a Batman character. So, it's just basically that, If that turns you off, then don't pick this book up. If you do like it, you might need some psychological help, but it is fun to watch. I tell you, it is fun to read it, and I did enjoy this book. The third one told his origin, and this one, I guess, is going to just advance the story. And I guess Miller has plans for this to maybe be on TV, even though this would be a much more expensive book to bring to the screen than a lot of the stuff that he does, like, say, Ambassadors, for instance. But I like it a lot. What's up, Callie? Good to see you, John.
Hey, what up, John? Good to see you. Hey, there's Beckerman, too. Took a break from AEW for us. Good to see you, buddy.
As always, good to see you gents. All right, so... one of my favorite books of last year, because it debuted last year. It's ongoing. It's Dark Ride. Number 5 comes back. New story arc. About the haunted or cursed amusement park. Good stuff, y'all. I love this book so much. If you saw our end of the year best of show, this was high on the list. I think you're pulling this too. Yeah, Josh Williamson. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, have
My
you caught the
LCS
first series
recommended
yet? Because it's been
I
gone
haven't.
for a while.
No. This has been a nice reminder that I need to pull this one out and
Yeah.
add it to my stack.
It's only 4 of those, so you can knock those out in one night, in probably an hour or less, if you look at all the pictures even. So it's a pretty quick read, but it's an awesome book. So well done.
I keep my stack right next to me. This is my current reading stack.
Woo! Yeah. That's about half as big as my reading stack. It's entire 2-3 boxes probably.
Wakanda's next.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love that you put them in order, too. I just do them so randomly. The order would probably make them go faster. And this is Paulina Gauchino. I think Gauchino is her name. I don't want to mess it up, but I probably already did. This is got new people doing the additional covers. Remember last time it was Sweeney Boo and someone else. So this is a very good-looking cover. And Trish Forstner is doing the, I think this is an exclusive, not a one in ratio, but an exclusive for maybe some website or oh, they finally lost him. Damnation. Oh, my God. All right, folks. It's going to be a 2-crash night. Kind of like a 3-dog night, I guess. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. All right.
Back.
We're back for the second time. They can't keep us down, damn it. They can't keep us down.
I actually got kicked this time.
You did get kicked, but that's okay. Sometimes you kick, sometimes you get kicked. As a great man once said. Oh, good. Yes, sir. It's all good. So, he was saying Captain America, Cold War is where we were before we were so rudely interrupted. Any thoughts on this?
I am on this one. Yeah, I've been following both Captain America stories, so I am adding this one. I've already added it.
God bless. Yeah, I mean, I've got. I did not go past.
It's kind of a weird story. It's a weird story with Bucky Barnes leading this new revolution thing, and so Bucky is the enemy now. It's kind of a weird story on the Steve Rogers side, but I like it. I like
the Winter Soldier is a bad guy now.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Aw.
But he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, but he's still friends with Steve. They just disagree on something major, I guess you would say.
Oh, well, And there's, I think, the Zemo cover. I may have already bought the Zemo cover because like I said, I spent way too much money on these Alex Ross covers. So I probably already have this. It's a pretty badass cover. Zemo was so kick-ass in the Winter Soldier series, wasn't he? And that was like one of the highlights of the whole series. That
dude did a good job. We'll definitely get more.
Yeah, that and when the Jew beat that guy to death with the sword, with the shield. That was one of the best moments in Marvel TV ever. That was just like, oh my God, that was.
Oh, you mean when John Walker did?
When John Walker, yeah, just like just beat that guy
nuts.
like, yeah, what? I just killed a guy, so what? Yeah. Not a good look for you, Cap. Not a good look at all. And there's a McNiven cover, which is, I guess, kind of harkens back to Civil War. It's kind of nice, but cover. Yeah, it's kind of nice. So,
I think it is Bucky, Phil. At least they've led you to believe it's really Bucky. Steve Rogers seems to believe it's really Bucky.
Yeah, is it the real Bucky? Yeah. That's back with me. That's a Captain America story since the Empire tie-in. Wow, yeah. I think I probably got that one too. Yeah, because I was in the Empire. That's one of the last events I partook in of Marvel.
Yeah, I want to pull a Captain America. I like both of them, Steve and Sam, and I just want to pull the series. So I do too.
But there's just so many books, man. So many books. And there's a 1 in 25.
Yeah,
absolutely. 1 in 25 Chichetto cover, which is pretty nice too. I love the perspective on this one. It's like it's Cap, Steve. There's 2 Caps, Steve Cap and Sam Cap, and then there's it's like Agent 13 in the middle there. I want to say. I'm going to say it. All right, Clear, number 2. Coming down the end before we get dropped again, folks. Clear, number 2. We got a lot of stuff left. Love this book. Did a good review on it. I did a review on it because it was good, I should say. And I will be pulling this. I can't wait to see what happens in it.
Great writing, great art. Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so also another great book I did review on. It's like it just came out last week. Am I wrong on this? Is it like coming out every 2 weeks? Maybe it's premature here. Yeah, so it's this may or may not be out next week. We'll see, but it's coming out soon. Whenever it does, you should pick it up because it's a great book. This is.
Hey, what up? Indie Key Comics in the house. What up, homie?
Oh yeah, we know them. They're friends of the channel. What is up? Yeah, so you know sometimes League of Geeks doesn't always get it right with what's coming out next week. So this may or may not be coming out next week, but be advised.
I think it's not so much that they. I think it's not so much that they don't get it right. It's that it's always changing.
That's true. I shouldn't blame them. It's just publishing schedules change all the time. And the last issue of Chroma of this series, I'm probably going to collect that series because I only bought I think the first 2 of this one, but I'll be getting this in a trade for sure because it is a beautiful looking comic. You've read this, I'm sure. I think you agree.
I'm pulling it.
It looks great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the first one. I haven't read past the first one though. The art was amazing.
Okay. That explains a lot, Phil. Thank you. See, chat, man. What would we do without them? They know everything. Number 3 is 2 weeks after number 2. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stay on my toes reading this one then. Lucky it's a pretty fast read. And it's going to have different, I forgot to mention. It's going to have different creator, every issue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, different artists every issue. This is Carl Keschel is the interior artist on this one. And every issue has a different interior artist. It's pretty ingenious. You can keep the series coming out, like that if you do that, and they all look good. They all look good. So Chroma is coming out, and Glass House from Nightmare Country, the Sandman universe, Nightmare Country. This is another Tinyan thing. Sandman and Tinyan together. Yes, please. I will absolutely be pulling this for sure.
The first series was pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm. This is more Adventures of the Corinthian. I think now he's in Silicon Valley. So God help us all. He's going to probably get into the computer system and just get into all of our computers and eat all our eyeballs out. So the end. Oh no! I think this is a 1 in 25 of for the great Jenny Frison of this issue. I think this is a limited. This is an incentive variant. Pretty sure. Very nice. And here, this is for you. All Against All. I know you like this book, and I think this is the finale of this book.
Yeah. I actually hated this book after the first issue. If I had only bought the first issue and just read that, I would have never bought the second one. But when I got to the third one, I was like, by the time I got to reading the third one, I was hooked on the series. So yeah, I'm interested in this one. We'll see how they finish it up.
Yeah. So that's wrapping up.
But I hated that. I hated that first issue though. I did.
I hated it. And Know Your Station. This is the book that I read the first issue of. This is like a drug addicted detective on a satellite full of rich people trying to solve a murder. So that's why she looks so confused. She's probably high as a kite, and she's trying to figure out who the murderer is. So this is something I would probably get the subsequent issues of because the first issue was very good, but I just kind of like dropped it unintentionally, and you know how that goes. I would probably look for it in the aftermarket or get a trade of this. But this is a good story. It's a good premise, at least. You know, I'm a sucker for the detective stories, and this was a good detective story. Still haven't caught up on this, dog. Still haven't caught up on it, so no spoilers. And I'm way behind on this, too. I know.
Lots has happened. I read this one the day it comes out.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to start doing that. They're pretty short, arcs, too, like 3-issue arcs.
Yeah.
So I should just go ahead and just finish up these last 2 arcs. But Hell to Pay, not Hell to Pay the series, but Barbaric Hell to Pay. So don't get that twisted. West of Sundown. This may be the end. This may be at least the end of the story arc. I'm not sure if it's the end of the series. This is one I know that you're piling up to.
No, I'm not.
You're
this
not?
Is all you.
Well, never mind then.
This is all you.
This is alert just for me. Yeah, this might be the last of the Vampire in the Old West, West of Sundown series. So this was very good from, I think, Tim Seeley. Check that out.
Thanks for coming through, Philtastic. Always good to see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Have a great night. And
Fabric, he found it for me. Yes, just a matter of time. My coming with that.
Yes, I did. I still gotta get that out to you though. It's just, like I said, my shipping is a little bit behind this week, even stuff going to other places. So I will be shipping stuff out this week.
Fabric, you used the word lusted after in your sentence, and I just want to say that that's spot on. I was absolutely lusted.
It was absolutely. That is correct, sir. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Children of the Black Sun. This is another one from Blaze Comics that I liked. A lot of homage covers in this. They did like a House of Slaughter homage cover. This was a good series, a good beginning of the series. Another one that I haven't been able to finish yet, but I'll probably finish it because I think it's a 4-issue run, and this is the last of that 4-issue. And Monarch number 3. Just in time for me I just picked up number 2. So this is the aliens that are affecting and how they affect these kids in Compton, California. So this is an awesome book by the great Rodney Barnes, who does Philadelphia.
I missed out on this one. I'm sad about it.
Oh, there's still pop copies available. I bet you in your LCS you can probably find some.
I need to go look.
Mm-hmm. And if you have not heard, the seasons have teeth. This is
no thank you.
It's a very interesting joint here. This is a photographer, I want to say, and somehow, literally, the seasons become like entities. I read the description, but I'm old. I forgot what it totally was about since I read the description yesterday. But I don't know if I pulled this yet, but I'm going to pull this because it looks interesting. So, and it's Boom, my second favorite indie comic publisher. So I will definitely be pulling that. All right, moving on down the line to this is I did the 1 in 10 David Mack for that same series for these seasons have ears or teeth or whatever the hell. They have teeth. Yes, they have teeth and ears. They can fuck you up either way. And this is also
each season is a god. Each season is a godlike creature.
Yes, that sounds just horrifying, which is pretty cool. I like this David Mack. This is the 1 in 10, and this is the FOC cover. So this is something I'm going to be looking forward to. All right, now, attention everyone, and now it's become time for that special time in every show, the penultimate book. And tonight's penultimate book, folks. Tonight's penultimate book is just for you, man. Just for you. I did this just for you. Blood, Love, Ghost, and a Deadly Spell.
I can tell by the art exactly what this is, too. You can immediately see it.
This is for you, baby. I'm doing the Isaac from the Love Boat. This is just for you. Hey. Gotcha. All for you.
You promised me darkness.
Yes.
Is this the same? Is it the same kind of thing?
Absolutely the same guy. Off the huge successes of his previous comics, You Promised Me Darkness, and Fall Me Into the Darkness, and Nobody's Girls.
Are we sure?
Here's a little gem Damon Connolly saved for last. Blood, Love, Ghosts, and a Deadly Spell is a dark, atmospheric 64-page volume filled with horrific tales from the inimitable inimitable, you might even say, mind of Damian Connolly. It's easy for you to say Damian Connolly. Author of the best-selling hits, You Promised Me Darkness, and Follow Me to the Darkness. Did I mention those? At least twice. All right. The book contains 4 never-before-seen, self-contained horror short stories and no charge, and an illustrated poem, if you will, if you're Bullwinkle, that will terrify, unsettle, and astonish. So take that and put that in your pipe and smoking circumstances. What do you think about that?
I think that I just signed up to be a whatnot seller. So I can sell it for $1.
But so
look for me soon.
There ain't no shame. I agree with Blood. There ain't no shame in being in a dollar bin. Sometimes you can rock it out of the dollar bin. I mean, Tom and the guys did a dollar bin special, trending top 10 just the other day. Like dollar bin comics, they can become hot. There you go.
That's my whole thing. I decided I can't continue holding all these books, and I would be happy to sell them for $1 each. So I'm like, let me just get on it. Let me just auction them, start it at $1, and if it sells for $1, I'll be fine with it, man. Let's go.
Yes, exactly. So, Damian Connolly, you're welcome. Circumstances will be picking up your book next week because he loves everything you do. Damn it. And the last book of the night, folks. Go ahead.
I think I'm not smart enough because I didn't understand anything.
It's a deep book, man. I mean, it's also the I don't know what technique he used to illustrate, especially those darkness books. I mean, Nobody Is Girls was drawn by someone else, but it still had his dark sense of humor, his dark style, his sense of humor and style. But
Fabric said the entity that shall not be named on this channel.
That's right. But I'll pass anyway. Yeah, can't even give you that damn book, man. No. It's like the free album from U2 on iTunes. Oh, don't give me that book. No, I'll pass on it.
Lorenzo says that, but wait till they do another dollar sale and I send it to him. He's gonna be all over it.
I make you no promises.
Their dollar sales are awesome, man.
No argument there. If I can get them for $1, I can't be mad when they come all fucked up from putting them in peanuts. So there you go. But anywhoozle, my brother's Blood Machine is one of the quietest kept indie books out there. I don't know if anybody is reading this stuff from what's the name of the publisher? I forget what the name of the bloody publisher is even. From Evil Inc. This is about this small town, I think back in the 80s. And there's like these deformed creatures like wreaking havoc and killing people and shit. And there's this brother who worked at an auto shop. They got fired and for stealing. He got labeled a thief when he didn't do anything. And somehow he's gonna be instrumental in stopping this stuff. So, man, pick this up if you can find it, y'all. This is it's drawn in kind of a weird style, but I love it because I love strange things like that. So yeah, that. I think the penultimate book and this are a hell of a 1-2 punch to end the broadcast, folks. So thanks so much for stopping by. This has just been a great stream. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. This is just
couple of crashes,
but they couldn't keep us down. Look, the man couldn't keep us down. Damn it. Yeah. A nation of millions couldn't hold us down. As Public Enemy would say.
Hey, shout out to the chat. We got Fabric came through. 80s guy came through. Of course, the lovely Miss Janet. Then we had Truth and Faith. Phil Tastic was in here earlier. Appreciate him. Phil's Treehouse was in here. And then the other Phil, because you could never have him.
The other Phil, that's right.
Shout out to all the Phils coming through. Indie Key Comics came through. Beckerman took a break from AEW to say what's up. Thank you to Of course, Real Rude. That's our guy. Smoke weed every day.
Exactly.
We got Truth and Faith. Snake
Smoke weed every day.
Cali Comics. John came in, said what up, man. Shout out to my guy John. C Bizzle was in the hizzle. That's our guy right there.
Scotty Vaughn was here. Check out Scotty's channel. Check out his Comic Book Addicts show. Check out Circumstances channel and his FOC and Chill. It's was on every Tuesday night.
FOC and Chill, or Fuck and Chill.
That's Fuck. Headphones.
had-
It's a long
We had
joke about
Bronze
that. We
Age
can go with that.
Nerd, Bronze Age Nerd and Sleepy Reader representing the Pacific Northwest. So shout out to the homies for coming through on that one.
Absolutely.
As well. Trav, the shipping guru, Hala Chiefs, in Nadamas, that's my guy. So yeah, man, I love this chat, love this group. Look forward to it every week, man. Thanks for coming through, y'all.
Thanks for coming through, everyone. Love all you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy your comics and be safe. Take care.
And go buy Spider-Man #7. Spider-Man
Go buy
$1 million.
and pay way too much money for it. Be sure to do that too.
Millions.
The more the better.
Millions.